How's it going, everyone? We are back with another weekly watch list here. Going to be covering SPY, QQQ, and IWM. So if you have been tuning into these, thank you so much for watching. I do thoroughly enjoy making them. They're fun for me, and they obviously help me learn and grow as well. So if you do enjoy them, if you have gained anything from them whatsoever, please consider subscribing, dropping a comment, dropping a like on the video, or even sharing the video. That would, of course, mean a lot to me. So let's dive in. So with SPY and QQQ at all-time highs, I'm going to be watching IWM just a little bit more heavily, just to wait to see on those two if we get some sort of pullback. It's just a little bit riskier. So I'm starting off with IWM here. We're on the hourly time frame, so support, resistance, and fibs. So as always, previous day high, previous day low. Okay, those are going to be the first areas I'm looking at for a break. Okay, and major support and resistance. And this is a strategy I've been using now for the last couple months and just making it better and better and better, refining it. And I've really enjoyed it, found a lot of success with it, and it's been really, really helping my discipline and my consistency as well. So previous day high is going to be up here around this 192, 92. And as you can see here, I have this red line here as well, which because it was a previous support turned to resistance. So you can see we had support back here last week. This is our first time coming back up and hitting that level, which we did in Friday's session in the afternoon. You can see we had a nice rejection off there. So I just keep it on my chart. I know I could probably get rid of it and just work with the previous day high here. But because we had a reaction to this level and I use a zone anyways on the 15-minute time frame, I just keep that level there anyways, okay? So if we do stay under this, I'll be looking at puts back down to the previous day low at 189.22. However, I do have this resistance turn support area here at 191.17. And the reason why I have this here and it's in a blue line is because it's not even going to take a trade at this level. Like if price comes back down here, I'm going to look for, a bounce or whatever, which, we could make a higher low here. But it's really just because this was a key level that was heavy resistance before. We see it become a bit of support here. We broke through the level, and it's more so like kind of like a price target. Say we do stay under the previous day high and we're looking at puts back down. Seeing this was previous resistance, this could be a good price target. If we get in up here, this is going to give us a nice $1.50 move, all the way back down here. So that's just what I keep on watch. You'll see some blue levels on my charts, and that's what I use them for. They're temporary levels, okay? Previous day high and low are always white. Green is support. Red is resistance. I feel like that's very, very simple. So anyways, under this previous day low, this 189.22, my next supports are going to be down here at 188.21, 187.53. Now this 187.53 and this level, these are very, very close. So if we do come down to this level, I'm not going to look for reaction immediately here. It could be down here. We could react here. It's kind of just this whole zone here, which is a pretty big zone. So it'd be kind of more like a demand area, if you will. I can't actually call it that because technically it's not, but these two support levels back to back, I could look for a bounce around here somewhere. Okay, above this previous day high though, my next resistance isn't going to be all the way up here till 197, which is basically acted as like the Great Wall of China recently. As you can see here on the chart, like we've had major rejections of this area here. So this 197 10, and then above that I have 197.69, and then above that would be this 201. So if we break above this previous day high, maybe we come retest it in the open session tomorrow, then this could be great support, and we could look to ride that up all the way to 197. There's plenty of room there, okay? But as you can see, there's been major resistance in this zone, so that's going to be the first thing to look at if we do make it up there. All right, so now moving over to the all-time highs with SPY and QQQ. So again, previous day high, previous day low, okay, could act as support and resistance. Previous day high, we closed the session at the high. So again, we could break above, make this become support, and then, maybe up to 485. That'd be like the next thing I'm looking at. So in regards to resistances on SPY, being at the all-time high, we're looking at whole psych numbers. So like a 485, a 490. We're just going to have to wait and see where SPY wants to reject and do a pullback here. Could be at the previous day high as well. We'll see what happens in the pre-market. Anyways, next I have the previous day low here, okay, at 477.06, which is also formerly resistance as well. So anytime I'll see a previous day low like we had here on Friday, and I kind of look back, I look left a little bit on the chart just to see if it was previous resistance as well. And oh, there we go. All that's going to do for me is essentially let me know that this level has some extra strength. Like, so if we came here and this was our previous day low here on Friday, I'm going to look left to see if it was also resistance, and it has been. So I usually mark that in the zone as well. Anyways, just gives me extra confidence in the zone or in the level. So anyways, I do know that I have a temporary level here. Why? This was our former just resistance here all the way over here last week. So again, looking at that becoming support, which it was here on Friday as well. I know this is kind of like a misprint, a big wick, whatever you want to call it, but we did have some support, resistance turn support here as well when it did have a bit of a sell-off here in the morning session. So temporary level here, again, say we reject previous day high, well, this is going to be my first price target. Could price reverse here and that level would be great for support? Absolutely. It could become, that day's low. But again, I just like to have that level on the chart. Resistance turns support here. Let me go back over to the hourly here. It's a little bit easier to see. As you can see, so it was pretty major resistance again, and then it looks like it turned support here, right, on this candle here, and then of course on this one here. So temporary level, previous day low. Again, if we break below that, I have another temporary level here. I'm just calling that for now at around 475. This was a really key level when we were in this area. There was a lot of action around this level. I took a lot of trades around this level. You can see a lot of wicks into it, resistance, and then support and so on. So, and then below that, my next support is going to be at 472.43, and below that all the way down here at 469.87. So let's wrap up with QQQ, which also again is at the all-time highs. So it's going to be a very similar strategy. So again, we have our previous day high here. Could we keep breaking above, come back down and retest as support and go on again? Whole cycle number 425, 430 could be next resistance. That could absolutely be true. Previous day low is already marked here, so that'd be my first support. I'm looking at 414.64. Next is going to be, this is not marked as a temporary level because it was, so like I will not remove a level off my chart if it was like broken in like the pre-market, okay? This was all-time highs before, this 413. So I'm keeping that on the chart as a possible bounce, okay? It's possible resistance turn support here at this 413.60. This was all-time high. We came up, let's see here, it was Thursday's session. Let's see, I believe it was after hours, after market, yeah. So after market, we broke through the level, like we rejected it in the open session. And then after hours here, we broke through it. And of course, that's what we just rampaged on to all-time highs on Friday. So because we broke the level after hours and not during market open hours, I keep the level here. And also, again, it's, a major previous resistance, potentially turns support. So I'll be looking down here underneath the previous day low. Do you have a temporary level here? This level, again, this was like we were on QQQ. If you were trading QQQ in the last week, you know this, that this 411 level, this 411.12 was huge resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, even 5 times here before becoming support. So I'm going to keep this level here as a temporary level. Again, it could be a price target as well. Below that, I have 409.16, and then below that, I have 407.59, which was also resistance turn support, right? We had this resistance high of day here on Wednesday, and because it broke through it in the pre-market, kept it on the chart, and because it was once a red level, just changed to green, all right? So anyways, that's going to wrap everything up. I don't have any fibs or anything like that just because we're at all-time highs for SPY QQQ. I mean, you could take like this swing low here to maybe this swing high up here to try to find where, QQQ might bounce, but that's only means if it rejects here. Who's to say that QQQ will reject here? I know you can use Fibonacci extension as well. However, I really do not know much about that at all. So I'm not going to speak on that. Anyway, so hope you all have a great week. Personal lives, business, careers, relationships, and of course in the market. And I will see you all in the next watch list. Thank you so much for watching.